Anthropic's export shock, why Fable 5 went dark. Explain why Anthropic cut off access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5, what the new BIS export directive changes, and why AI distribution risk now matters as much as model quality. Anthropic just did something that cuts through AI hype fast. It suspended access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 in countries named by a new BIS export directive. That means this is not a benchmark story. It is a distribution story. A frontier model launched, demand was building, and then policy changed the map. The key detail is that Anthropic did not announce a safety failure or a technical rollback. It said the access change is a compliance response to a new US export directive. In plain English, the government did not need to regulate the product after months of review. It moved a rule, and the company had to redraw who could receive the model through its API and partners. This is where the business meaning gets sharper. Investors usually talk about model performance, capital, and enterprise trust. Now distribution resilience belongs on that same board. If a lab cannot ship into the markets its customers operate in, or if partners need to rework their rollout plans overnight, the moat is weaker than the benchmark chart suggests. The winners are platforms that can absorb compliance complexity, redirect customers to allowed regions, and maintain partner trust during a rule change. The pressured group is any lab or reseller with a global story but thin legal and infrastructure buffers. Enterprise buyers also get pressured, because they may discover that a model strategy built for one geography does not travel cleanly to another. There are two limits to keep in view. First, Anthropic has not published the revenue impact tied to the restricted regions. Second, one directive does not prove every frontier model will face the same access pattern. So the honest takeaway is not that all AI distribution is broken. It is that policy can now hit the product layer fast enough to matter for launch strategy and customer planning. Monday morning, ask 4 questions before you bet on a frontier AI platform. Where can this model legally ship? Which partner path does the customer depend on? What is the fallback if access changes? And are contracts written for cross-border workflow risk? That is the practical shift. Distribution is no longer back-office plumbing. It is part of product strategy. Not included. Anthropic's shutdown is a warning that frontier AI is no longer judged only by what the model can do. It is also judged by where the company can legally and reliably ship it. If model access can change overnight, should viewers value AI labs more for raw capability or for resilient distribution? Create a polished classic-style cognitive capital explainer with a calm lead narrator and short skeptical analyst interruptions like, "Wait, the model did not fail." Use 3 to 5 second visual changes with source cards, policy timelines, map overlays, partner route diagrams, and operator checklists. Do not show fake realistic news footage or fake government scenes. Use clearly illustrative visuals, charts, and product cards. Separate confirmed facts from analysis and keep the tone precise, business-focused, and not financial advice. 1 June 12, 2026 Access suspension date 2. 2 flagship models affected, Fable 5 and Mythos 5.3. 1 new BIS export directive triggering the change 4. 6-minute target runtime 5. 4 Monday morning checklist questions 6. 3 real-time example lab 7. 1 product layer compliance event 8. 0 announced model performance rollback reasons 9. 72-hour research window for the daily pipeline 10. Day 47 run 11. 1 central question held to the final third 13. 1 partner distribution risk frame 14. 1 fallback model planning requirement 15. 0 financial advice calls to action 1. 1 page summary 2. Links mentioned 3. Key terms explained 4. Practical examples 5. Watch list and risks. This video is for education and analysis only. It is not financial advice. Hashtag AI, hashtag Anthropic, hashtag export controls, hashtag AI tools, hashtag investing.